You will never be white. As much as you, a fellow Latino, wants to be in proximity to whiteness, you will never be white. You will never be chosen in that way. As much as you think that you are better than undocumented Latinos because your family came here the right way, or because you're second generation or third generation, or because you either forgot or unaware of the foundation of this country and the fact that immigrants from Europe came here, stole the land from indigenous people, and then literally stole people, and forced them to be slaves, forced them to do labor. So when you think that you want to be in proximity to whiteness because you consider yourself better, think about that. Think about that there is internalized racism in our own community, how there is anti-blackness in our own community, how there is colorism in our own community. Think about those things, because no human being is better than the other because they think that because they have papers that they are better than another human being. A human being is a human being. There is no alien. There is no illegal when it comes to the world, okay? So let me remind you that you will never be white. Oh my gosh, who said that? Who said it? Who said that?
It is surprising that the Latinos thought that they are more close to whites based on their a bit light skin rather than being close to blacks who they have faced the same situation of slavery. And as Latinos saw it, they thought that blacks are meant to be lesser human beings than them, and they were so much interested in understanding the ways of the white rather than living together with the people they have suffered with. So in today's video, they are trying to say how they've learned about their mistakes and why they need blacks to be close to them and the bond to tighten so that they live together and fight the common enemy, which is racism that is peddled by the white man. So let's watch more of these videos, then we react in the end.
Latinos in the United States have not earned the support of black people for us to be demanding, oh yeah, why aren't they coming out to protest with us? Why aren't they engaging in activism with us? Because we haven't earned it at all, in the slightest. Or did you guys forget that 46% of all eligible Latino voters voted for Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential election? Or how about the fact that racism, anti-blackness, colorism, all of these things are still very much pervasive in our communities? Bro, Latinos haven't even reconciled with the fact that they can't use the N-word unless they're also black themselves, because Afro-Latinos exist. Oh, and if we're talking about Miami, oof, you'll see the whitest MAGA Latinos be like, bro, but I grew up in the hood. I grew up around black people in Overtown or in Liberty City. I could say it, bro. No one's going to stop me from saying it. It's my right. I'm not racist. I have a black friend. We haven't even gotten over that. And we want black people to go to protest with us, to engage in activism with us, putting their lives, their freedom, their bodies on the line? No. I completely understand any black person that wants to just disengage, disregard us. I get it, guys. I really, really do. And we, as Latinos, as a collective, should not be harboring resentment against black people, criticizing them, getting angry at them, questioning them. No. Because we've earned this. They are completely justified in feeling the way they feel and doing what they're doing. Now, I would like to give a message to the black folks watching this video. You are completely justified in your feelings and in doing what you're doing, and I respect it. But please remember that black folks are also being affected by this persecution of undocumented migrants. And I feel like that's not talked about enough either. Here, Miami, Florida is the best example. Haitians, Jamaicans, Bahamians, Afro-Cubans, Afro-Hondurans, Garifunas, black people from all over Latin America and all over the world, Africans, just so many black people that are also undocumented that are really being affected by the persecution of this administration. And of course, much like any other entity in space, black folks in immigration detention centers, in the immigration system, are treated worse than their white, Latino, Asian counterparts. So it's really important to acknowledge that and just let you guys know. But yeah, Latinos, we need to tighten up. If you guys want the support of the black community, then earn it. Demonstrate that we can solve these issues of racism in our own communities, and please stop saying the N-word. If you're not black, don't say the N-word. It's really simple, actually.
It was never about deporting criminals. It was always about racism. And for the Latinos that don't understand this, that are like, well, I did it right. Well, my family did it right. It doesn't matter. They don't like you. You will never be one of them. Right now, you are useful and beneficial. But once they no longer need you, they're coming for you. They're coming right now after citizens. They're coming after children. They're coming after people who have a status and are going to immigration court. They're breaking every single law, and they are doing it without due process. They are just deporting people. If you look a certain way, if you have a certain tattoo that they think might or might not, you're out. You're out. If they could deport me, they would. That is why they say that the worst enemy of a Latino is another Latino. It is us. Because I do not need to be in danger of deportation to know that what is happening is wrong. It doesn't need to specifically apply to me for me to fight for the rights of those who cannot fight for themselves. It's not about me versus them. It's about what they're doing to us. They are attacking our community, and they are pushing that line further and further to see how much they can continue to get away with. And they are expecting for us to be desensitized and for it to become the norm and for us to not fight back anymore. And for me, at least, that is not something I will ever do. I will always stick up for the rights of those who need me to do so, because my moral compass just doesn't let me operate in any other way. And that's why I don't understand how so many people can sit by and see their own community be shredded into pieces and not say a goddamn thing. I'll be quite honest. There's brand deals I haven't taken. There's growth that I haven't done in my own channels because I am opinionated, because I speak on issues that are not pleasant for certain brands to be associated with. And I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I will continue to do so, because when wrong is wrong, wrong is wrong. And again, it's not about criminals. It's about racism. It's about hatred. It's about them not liking the skin that we are born with. It's about them not liking us as a whole. But one thing they got right is they understood the self-hatred that a lot of Latinos have for their own community, and they're weaponizing and capitalizing on that hatred, because a lot of Latinos feel that they're not a part of here. They're white adjacent enough and they fit in enough and they're a part of there. But you think that because you're useful now, they're not coming for you later because you belong, because you are white enough, because you did things right. They don't give a damn. At the end of the day, no matter how many hats you wear and how much you do, you will always be who you are. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. That's all there is to it. Fight me.
Man, stop trying to convince these people that we need to stand together and all that. They ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. They've been betrayed so many times, bro. 1877, after federal troops pulled out of the South, bro. Betrayed. 40 acres and a mule, betrayed. You feel me? Jim Crow, betrayed. Redlining, betrayed. Every promise that this country has made to them has been a false promise. And now we need y'all to stand with us while we march. Leave them people alone. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Because they know how prevalent racism is in our community. And they know how y'all talk about them when they ain't in the room. And they know that now y'all got y'all N-word wake up. Didn't y'all? Y'all got that Paul Mooney N-word wake up call. And now y'all want to scream unity and solidarity. Nah, bro. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. The people that have been working together will continue to work together. The people that have empathy for your plight and your situation will continue to have empathy for your plight and situation. But don't try to convince people to come join your side. Like, it's always been. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're trying to survive their damn self. They're trying to figure out how this man is about to get rid of the 13th and 14th Amendment and strip them of citizenship. What, you don't think they know what time it is? They got to deal with their own shit. I'm just saying, I see a lot of videos where people are like trying to convince, Black Americans that they need to stand side by side with Black and brown unity. But, when it's something that doesn't benefit us, we ain't screaming that shit. Yeah, get mad. Go ahead. You know I'm fucking right.
The tension between the Black and Latino community needs to stop. And we need to be the generation to stop it. Anti-Blackness exists in our community. We know this. Anti-Blackness also exists within the Black community itself. All communities of color struggle with this. And the reason why is what we all have in common. We were all colonized and trained to have a mindset of you versus me for survival. But that ends with us. We need to lead with unity and not division. We have to be the change we want to see. We have to stop pointing the finger in both communities and make the decision that we are going to choose to be united versus divided. I'm not going to pretend like I have all the answers, but here are examples of how you can show up differently and be the change you want to see. Number 1, share stories of solidarity. Share stories of love. Share stories of when you have experienced the Black or Latino community showing up in your spaces. We need to shift the narrative. Number 2, if your reality is division between the Black and Latino community and your goal is unity, then it is up to you to seek out examples of when the Latino and Black communities show up for one another, where they show love, where there is actual solidarity, because guess what? It exists. And if you need a place to start with me. I am happy to be a part of your network of Latinos who have nothing but love for our Black sisters and brothers. Number 3, ask your neighbors how you can be helpful. You need to lead with your heart in this moment. That is the only way that we are going to experience an actual shift. We have to show up as human beings. We have to show up vulnerable. We have to show up as the change that we want to see. Lastly, ask others to join you. Let's actually start in the comments. Share your stories of solidarity and love. If members of the Latino and Black community have a hard time seeing it, let's show them how it's actually done. I stand with my Black brothers and sisters, and I also stand with my Latino familia. But the change, it starts with us. I love you.
I always say that there's need for a wide and very big conversation on how we can unite the people who have faced the atrocities of the world and also the wild acts of the white man, or rather the Western countries, because these are people who forced the blacks, the Hispanics into their countries, put them in their farms, put them in harsh working conditions without any pay. These are people who have continued to peddle racism and segregating the black race and this other race they feel are lesser for a while. So a time has come when there's a call for unity. People are realizing that we are not enemies of ourselves. We're just being made to be enemies of ourselves by narratives that are done on medias and also in different platforms to divide us, divide the people who underwent this slavery, so that they do not form a force that will fight the white man. As you know, in America, the bigger population is not even the whites. A time has come when Hispanics are growing at a very high rate. The blacks are also finding their space, and this is a threat to them. In another video, I'll show you why the Trump administration is working so hard to gag the population of the Hispanics, because he feels that in the near future, whites will be outnumbered, and through outnumbering the whites, different elective posts and even government facilities would be run by these people they feel are lesser humans. So they have to choreograph or plan ways of reducing these populations. So the black man, the Latinos, and any other immigrant has an opportunity to work together and form a unity, because through unity they would achieve their dream of being recognized as worthy amongst the population of America, because America has to walk away from what racism has cost its population, and it is high time they build a system that works for all and does not segregate on any other population or any individual in America. I saw a case of Floyd who was killed on the streets by the police, but up to now, even the reforms that were recommended to be done in the police has never happened. Why? Because this was a black man, and the same trend is with the Latinas. So it means that the common goal should be unity of purpose amongst these races, because through that unity they will be able to agitate their interest and also form a common front for fighting atrocities against their rights. And that is the message we bring to you today through these videos. So if you're watching us for the first time, I urge you to make a subscription, because we want to educate the world on the importance of equality, importance of respecting human rights, because that is what we stand for. So just make a subscription. Also, do not forget to like, share, and comment. Thank you, and may God bless you.